All right, let's get right into this. Modern Minds Health, Hammad Khan, good to see you, sir. Thank you so much for coming in. Lady Charmaine and I were just kind of talking about this, and this is pretty interesting. Some of these different devices, so this may replace medications, things like that. Why don't you get us started a little bit and let us know what Modern Minds Health is?
Absolutely. So we're an outpatient interventional psychiatry clinic. So we focus on advanced treatments for mental health. For a lot of folks that aren't responding to like medication options, that haven't gotten response from talk therapy, we want to be there to give them the best options out there.
Okay.
So when you say advanced therapy, can you explain that?
Absolutely. So a lot of times when someone's, say, dealing with depression, anxiety, even trauma, they'll go in and they'll see maybe a primary care doc and they might get prescribed a medication, an SSRI, kind of your typical medication. A lot of times, unfortunately, that doesn't help and they don't get the response they want. So we're there for when things that were supposed to work aren't working. And we help out with things like TMS, which is transcranial magnetic stimulation. We help out with esketamine, and we help out with new modalities like accelerated TMS, which we wanted to talk about today.
Okay.
Yes, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, because you brought these right here. So explain what these actually do, because this is pretty amazing what you're telling us about this in the break.
Yeah, so in our world, this is like revolutionary. So this is kind of the jump from going from like a dial-up modem to like, your fastest fastest internet we can get out there right now. TMS, so these devices are TMS coils. What they do is treat the brain directly. So when you take a pill, you swallow it, some of it absorbs into your bloodstream and some of it helps out over time. This actually goes to the root of the problem. And we treat a part of the brain and we activate it by delivering energy. The challenge has always been is how do we do that quickly? Over the last few decades, it takes us several months of treatment. You're coming in daily, it takes a long time. This unlocks the way for us to give that entire treatment in a single day.
Wow.
So you go from like a lifestyle for several months to being able to get, one single day in the treatment chair and getting the responses that you're looking for.
Now, how long does a response last?
So we've got studies that are starting to look years out the road even, and they're looking really strong. And other modalities, accelerated TMS, even have data that's coming out for several years, and it looks really, really good. What's also really interesting for me as a provider is the evidence shows us this is actually more effective than not only oral medications, but even from traditional TMS.
And so who is usually a good candidate?
So folks that have dealt with, other lines of therapy and haven't gotten better. So you've taken maybe a medication for your mood or for your anxiety and you haven't had a good response, or you tried to do CBT and you've hadn't had a good response, this should be something you're considering. The amount of families that I talk to where their loved one, their child, their parent has been struggling for decades and they don't even know that this exists. And for me as an interventional psychiatrist, that's heartbreaking, where I'm able to tell them, hey, this has been out there all this time and there's so much good data and evidence telling us this could be helpful, but we just haven't got you connected to the right resources yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, what could we expect? Say we're there during the treatment. Is it going to be evasive? Is it like I'm holding this right now. It seems a little bit heavy. How does this actually work? Would this be like on your head, on the side of the head?
So it's actually what happens is this is delivering the energy, and it delivers it directly to a part of your brain. So we scope out to a very specific part of your brain. Again, this is done while you're awake, you're alert, you're in a massage chair for most of it. Frankly, you're watching TV, and when you're getting the treatment, we figured out to your personalized brain location, to the dose that your brain is responsive to, where do we deliver the energy. It's pretty light. It feels like someone's kind of tapping on your head, and what we're doing is delivering energy that's precise and targeted. It takes the entirety of the day when we're doing the one-day modality, but you're awake, you're alert, you drive yourself home. It's not painful. You don't need anesthesia. You're not out of commission for several days or weeks. Most people could go back to work the same day.
I love that. I was going to say right back to normal activities. So you're all good, ready to go. Interesting. Wow. I knew that she said this was going to be an interesting, segment, and it most certainly was.
Absolutely. So where can people go to find out more about this? How can they reach you?
Yeah, so we're based out of here in Sacramento. We were the first ones to bring AMPA TMS to Sacramento. We're super excited about being the home for like accelerated TMS in Sacramento. They can reach us at modernmindshealth.com, or they can give us a call. We're happy to talk to families, talk about whether or not this or other options like it could be helpful for them or their loved ones, and we want to help out the community, and we think this could be a really great option for a lot of folks.
I love that. Well, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. We'll throw up a little bit of information right now. There it is right there, Modern Minds Health. All the information right there on your screen. This is Studio 40 Live with Lady Charmaine in the house today. We'll be right back. Don't